you've been responsible across the Asia Pacific region for bringing an outcomes-based approach to the services business. In all qualifying projects, so projects above a certain value, you ensure that there is a measurable business outcome throughout the project and measured afterwards. Can you just talk a little bit about the steps that your team goes through in that area?
Sure, Paul. So actually, we have been doing this for probably more than 6 years, and there are quite a few important steps. I will just talk about the key steps we used when we deliver the outcome-based project. So the number one, the first project is to do the Q-scan. So this is a QAD terminology. So Q-scan is more to do the business assessment, to understand the customer business, to make sure the customer understand our approach. And this is the number one step we call Q-scan. And this is done by our success consultants. And one of the key objectives, like I said, is to make sure the customers, executives, they buy in our outcome approach, and also make sure they have the confidence in our delivery capabilities. So this is the top priorities when we do the Q-scan. The second step is more related to outcome definition. So we make sure we, first of all, understand the customer's business process. Then we define the outcome KPIs that is tied to those business processes. So that is we call outcome definition. That's the second step. Mm-hmm. The third step is to more like an outcome and a KPI sign off by our customers. So when we started to deliver the project, we make sure our customers, they get the right ownership. So make sure for each of those business processes, we have KPIs defined. Those KPIs, they are signed off by our customers. So this is the third key steps. The fourth one is more to track the outcomes during the project life cycle. So when we start the project, when we finish the solution design, when we do the testing, when we do the data loading, all the key project steps, we make sure the outcome is on the right track. So people have that defined, test the data using the KPIs, and also make sure the KPI is really working for those key business processes. So that is also a critical step. We track the whole state, and we have regular meetings. Normally it's a weekly meeting for the project team to understand both the project status and also the KPI status, and also a regular meeting with the customer executives in the steering committee meeting. And we also have internal review meetings for those key projects. Not every project, but for the large projects, we have monthly internal review meetings with the QAD executives to understand the status. And the last, not last, but before go live, we will basically have the baseline confirmation. So we will understand what the KPI value at that moment before go live. So we define all the baselines and confirm with the customer. Then we use that as the starting point. So then we can understand which KPI has been improved, which one still need to have some work to do. So that is baseline confirmation before go live. Then after the system is live, so we will help the customer track the KPIs, outcome measurement, and we will also agree, okay, whether we should come back in 3 months or 6 months or 9 months. So whenever the customer is comfortable with the cycle. So once all these things are done, so we'll come back to the last step. So we will collect all the key KPIs, maybe after half a year or maybe after 9 months. We'll come back to the customer, arrange a meeting with their executive people. So we will present outcomes to understand which area has improved, which area we need to have a maybe continuous improvement project for the next phase 2 project. So then at that moment, the phase 1 project will be closed officially. So basically that's the key steps we have in the outcome delivery approach.